Hey guys, Jarvis here with It's Not Junk. Gonna give you a little preview of our December, it looks like December 10th at 7:30 p.m. Whatnot auction. I cleaned out a tool shed, calling it Papaw's Tool Shed Clean Out. There's about 60 years worth of collecting here. Kind of amassed everything into a few crates and buckets and barrels, and we're going to run this auction a little bit different. In the past couple auctions, I've logged everything, but I think this time we're going to do totes and choice from the totes, the crates, the barrels. But I think when we come back, we'll get started and we'll give you a quick overview of what we're going to have. And if there's anything here, you better be there because this is going to be a good auction. So hold tight. Okay, like I said, this was a 60-year hoard collection or whatever it was, whatever you want to call it. There's old miscellaneous pieces, measures. This little flat will sell choice. Like I say, everything will be choice, and then I'll probably at the end kind of lot some stuff up just to clear out some of the rest of it. It's a brand new leather sewing awl. These, the family told me, were all personal finds that he had found in his garden. As he would plow, he went out and picked them up. There's a couple layers of these in here. There's some early ceramic marbles, some fossils. There's some pretty good knife points, spear points. These are all, none of these are come from Mexico or anything. There's a few hiding underneath. I've really not even looked through it, so it's hard telling what's all in there. But we're going to do choice out of that one until we sell them all. I wish I could have had this on location. It probably would have been a little cooler, but the family had kind of sold the place. We have this display here, some little bird points. These are made from bone points, but these were all found in southeast Ohio in this guy's farm as he plowed every year. We got some Coleman stuff. Now there is a Coleman stove and a Coleman heater that I don't have in here. There's fishing reels. This is Abu Garcia here, pretty nice reel. But there's several of these bait casters mixed in here. Old pump for another old Coleman. In this box up here, that is a 1920s Teens Slingerland snare drum in wood. It's kind of cool. Got decent upgraded heads. They're not original. This, even though it's been changed on the headstock, it does say Fender here, and that is I think it's a Mustang or something, a Fender Mustang. I don't think it's not a Strat, because it's too big. This in here is too big. So it's like a Jazzmaster or maybe a Mustang or something like that. Fender hitting neck. Seems straight as far as I can tell. Something that could probably be totally usable. Bunch of miscellaneous. Looks like an axe sharpener. Honing stone. There's old hardware. There's stuff that I don't even know what it is. There's machinist tools mixed into this lot. A double profile draw plane. Lay that over there. Old wrenches, impacts. There is just a ton of old hardware. Copper and brass hardware. Files. Now this skeletonized handle, that's going to put that in the late 1800s, if we could find a patent on it. Anytime you see the skeletonized type handle like that. Some kind of weird little lock box. What we got in there? Oh, I'm pretty sure this is a knife blade sharpener. A really nice one. Don't see a... It's weird not to see a name on it. But I'm pretty confident that's what that is. I don't know. But it'll be in the auction. There we go. Complete. complex, twinplex. Yeah, I think it's for sharpening. Pretty sure it's for sharpening razor blades. This seems cool. It's nice and complete in the box there. Got good color to it. Let's put that back in there. Excuse me. Some old hardware. I don't know, most of this stuff. It's like copper and brass. I don't know if anybody out there want this, but we'll throw it out there. There's a lot of these old latches. Old pair of shears. Old advertising tin for some pipe tobacco. That's kind of cool. Let's see. They say I had to box this stuff up fast and get out, so I really don't know what's in most of it. A heating unit for an old soldering iron. And them are for making your own spark plugs. Them's replacement ends if you're working on your tractor. But if you see anything there in the orange tote, just notice when we get to the orange tote, that's what I'm going to list that one as. Probably have about 30 some items in it. I'll put everything back in there since that way everybody can keep track of what's in it. Also in the orange tote, we have a Polaroid land camera. Seems to be pretty nope, it's cracked there on the edge. Well, that won't be included. I'm not letting nothing go out that needs worked on, so that can be pulled. Alright, in the red basket, looks like we got a bunch of tools. That can go back in there. We got shoe stays and lasts. That's Williams. There's some name brands here. Early Lowell, it looks like. Vice mounts, hole punches. I don't think that's Ford, but it's still a pretty early wrench. Here's some early wrenches right here. These all have patents of late 1800s or so, with this the rounded hammer. There's a hole punch or a rivet setter. Yep, that's a rivet setter. If you're going to set steel rivets into leather. And that's what's going to be in the red basket. Put that back in there. Like I say, we got a couple Colemans. There's a little single burner. That's a 247. And I can't make... It must be a multi-fuel. And I think it's a Canadian made one. Pretty neat little lantern though. Seems to be got a little stuff on the bottom. Not too bad. That I'm pretty sure is an Aladdin. That's what it looks like, an Aladdin lamp. Alright, over here in the green basket. It's like a replacement plug for old school things. We got a speed wrench. Who's that made by? Oh, it's Craftsman. Pruning saw. A little cast iron shelf bracket. That's the only one I've seen. There's some Mac tool stuff in here. What else we got? Vaco. The good thing is most everything I'm seeing in here is US made. There's Mac. That's a Mac 10mm. It's always missing. I'd say that's Mac as well. Got a little rust on it, but it ain't gonna hurt anything. Yep, that's a Mac 12mm. And that's KD, which is still another good brand. Hole punches and sets. Nippers, vice grips, old hook bill saws. There's a Coca-Cola ice pick. But that's what's going to be in the green tote. Set that up there. Like I say, we got those. There's an old Texas Instruments LED type calculator. Gotta always find one of them. We got some Stanley levels. A couple Stanley. What are they? Number 62. Well, I don't know what that one is. That one don't say. Unless it's hiding. Oh, there we go. That's another number. No, this is a different one. This is Upson Nut Company. This is their version of a number 62. So we got a Stanley and an Upson. Folding. Some brass wind chimes. Looks to be a couple of those. Yep, they're really neat. Couple of neat wind chimes. And here, I'm sure these are ignition wrenches. Yep, got a whole set. Let's say the ones that fell out are in there. These are Japan made, but they're little ignition wrenches. If you've ever messed with points and condensers and stuff, you need little thin wrenches to get into places. Old master lock. Little old pocket knife. Not in the greatest shape. It could be fixed, but I can't tell what it is. Oh, it's starting to come apart. Somebody used that one till it wasn't much left. And here, what do we got in here? We got notes and stuff. Oh, they're barrel bands. I'm not sure for what kind of what they're for. There, I'll let you guys. It's a flexible barrel band. There seems to be 3 or 4 of them in there. It's meant to. There's a Craftsman pocket level. Old round brush. Some of them natural bristle brushes are kind of hard to find. Alright. That'll be what's in the small flat. Alright. We get into this big red tote here. There's a lot in here. This big old wrench. Right, all you can see is that shirt. But I'm pretty sure this one's stamped. You probably can't see it, but it's stamped B&O Railroad. B&O there and B&O Railroad there. So we got an old railroad wrench in here. Some reason a big mic. Cinco nail guns. That's a Craftsman cutting torch, a settling cutting torch. This is the seat. When I seen this, I was kind of excited. This is the seat off a French safety bicycle, the big wheels. That had the one giant wheel in the front and the little one in the back. And right there is the original seat and mount for one, if you've never seen one. I can't make out what the name is. Set some of this over here. A big old mic if you wanted to get into. It's a blue. If you wanted to get into doing your own podcast, that would probably come in handy. What else we got on down in here? Big blacksmith's hammer. Let's say Cinco nail gun. Some shoe stays, last for a cobbler. Little clamp-on vices. Double bit axe heads. Some kind of emergency radio. Flagpole brackets. 270 cleaning kits, motorcycle mirrors, giant deep-throated coping saws, early handmade for hand-forged coping saws. It says H. Boker, so it may be made by the same company that makes Boker knives. A little gasoline torch. More spoke shaves. Antique flashlights. Mouse traps. What is that? Put my big hammer down. Oh. Travel alarm clocks. So it's just a mixture. Old harmonicas. That's an old Honer. There's just a mixture of stuff down in here. What's in here? Look at this. Here's a set of Irwin bits. Brace bits. Alright, so that's kind of an overview of what's going to be in the red tote, and that's as far as I'm digging because it's just making a big mess. So, the day of the auction, you'll have to come back just to see what everything comes out of here. But I'll put all this right back in here. That's the red tote. One of these big Bubba cups. I know people like them. We got some in the gray flat and the gray. Let me push this back. We got some Harley shirts. All authentic Harley, 3X, big sizes. So we got Harley. I think that's another Harley. Nope. What's that one? Cincinnati Reds. That one's Florida. Another Florida. What's that one? Just the United States of America, but it is Gildan. Still got the tag on it, so it's not this new stuff. And this looks like a concert tee of some sort. Yep, Hard Rock, Gatlinburg. Extra large. Talking about all the places they have Hard Rock. Unfortunately, that's an empty Ray-Ban case. We've got a original Buick tack. It's like the bulbs, light fixture that made it light up is missing. We got a brand new in the box Canon EOS Rebel. It's all in there and complete. The rubber parts on it have gotten sticky. That's the only thing. It's the only drawback to it. Other than that, I don't think it's ever been out of there. Got some other little miscellaneous pocket knives, razors, just different things in there. That'll be the gray tote and the red milk crate. Looks like an underarm holster. That's a Dremel router attachment with the fence. A little Stanley electric brad or staple gun. Looks like a light meter, a Sekonic light meter. Remember that one? It's even got the counter on it. And we got what I assume is some kind of old school carpet stretcher. That's what it looks like. It may not be what it is, but it's old and it's early. And there's not a marking on it anywhere. I'll let you guys figure it out. There's a little... I assume it's a Stanley. It's in pretty good shape though. Blade's not got any nicks or scratches in it. There's a big King Cutter block plane. Bed's in pretty good shape. Needs cleaned up, but still a good plane. We got a whole set of these aluminum numbers. Now somebody, I first looked at them up, you'd think they were for branding. But I don't think it is. I think they're for concrete. I think they're for putting the street numbers in the concrete. They got tar or something on them, but I don't think that's what they were used for. Got some random plastic. And that's not going in there. And this one, we got a jug of old Castrol high performance snowmobile oil. And a piece of little mini anvil, I guess we'll call it. It's a tiny little dude, but it would come in handy for a bench top. And a set of Craftsman chisels in there, which are in desperate need of cleaning. They sit in the shed too long, I think. Put all that back in there, leave that there. Like I say, that'll be the red milk crate. If you've seen something in there that you like, we'll put all this back in there. Here we have, we'll put that there. Here is a Wilton, USA made. It's a 5.5 opening. The jaws are it's a 5-inch jaw with a 4 1/4 opening. USA made. Decent shape, opens and closes. It's got the smooth jaws and the little pipe fixture in there. Everything tightens up good. The base is not cracked, the nut's not cracked, and it does open as you open it up. So, a little Wilton vise. Alright, and the black crate. We got a Griswold. I haven't been able to find the nut that holds that on there, which I wouldn't imagine it's anything phenomenal. Probably something you can pick up at the hardware pretty easy. It's got that. That's a big number 4 Griswold meat grinder. If I didn't tell you before, we got a unit in CB radio here. It's got the mic, got the magnetic antenna. That's going to be going in the black crate. We got a big USA made 11 3/4 inch skillet, not marked, so it probably is oh, it's not coming to me. It will in a minute. Here we got an early, probably buggy or early car light. This was oil fed. It's got the lens. It's got doesn't have the front lens, that's been broken off, but it still has the inside lens, and it appears to have a license plate bracket hanging off of it. Looks like something that would be on the Munster's car. We got a couple more baitcaster reels, some different profiled scraper. That's a Macco 1/2 inch drive, long handled ratchet that's going to need repaired. It's kind of locked up. Screen door tensioner or gate tensioner, some old knives. This was somebody's spark tester to test their spark plugs. That's a Model T or Model A ignition. We got a right angle attachment made by General. I can't read what this is. Can't read the name on that one, but we got that. Big Radio Shack voltage tester, copper plate, and that tote, that'll be what's in the black tote. In the clear tote, got a couple brand new saw blades. This is a sight rest. Put your long arm in there. It's sort of it's taken apart right there. For sure, just sort of goes together like that right there. And that's so you can put your scopes and whatnot on. Let's see. Starter springs for vintage lawnmowers, in case you're out there trying to restore a vintage lawnmower. I think these are from the 80s. It's got a barcode, so it's probably the 80s. Brand new 8-inch cast iron dampener. That's a clarinet, I'm pretty sure. Yep, got a clarinet. It looks all complete. Some cork grease. What is that made by? It's an Armstrong. But if you got a kid going into music, a little cast aluminum eagle, a punch tin lamp, looks like a buffer, a Bluetooth receiver, a couple calculators, a Milwaukee cordless battery charger, this big Quest jug, and let's see, we got this 90s Jeff Gordon duffel bag, which is in pretty good shape considering. And then down here we got this Hickok Model 620 pattern generator. So if you're working on old stuff or you're just doing experiments, that's a little lady's beauty case for travel. And then we have, I believe it's made by White. We got what appears to be a never used sewing machine, or gently used. Made by Brother. A little feather light, a little travel. Looks like it's set for a little while. There's some dust on it from sitting. But other than that, it looks very clean. Got its travel case. Perfect gift for your anybody you know it sews. But that's going to go out that night. And of course there'll be some other goodies that I throw in and kick in as we go along, as I find them. Like I say, there's still some more Coleman stuff that I want to put in here. There's a Canadian Coleman here that I've sort of misplaced from carrying it in, and quite a few other things. Well, that's it. That's just some of the things you can expect to see on our December 10th at 7:30 p.m. Whatnot auction. That's Eastern time, of course. But I'm Jarvis. This is Itsnotjunktv. I hope to see you over there, get to talk to you. If you've ever wanted to ask me anything or say something mean to me, because there's lots of people out there that would like to do that, then jump on there and give it a try. But like I said, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm Jarvis. Until I see you again.